I am the most easterly person in North America in the world! I've come to Cape Spear Lighthouse. I am, at this moment in time, one of, with a few other people, the most easterly people in the whole of North America. This is the furthest point you can get east before staying in the Atlantic and going back to Ireland and the UK. So I am the most easterly person in North America at this moment in time. Let's go and have a look. There's another person, she don't count. Right, over there in the distance on that headland there's an iceberg in the sunshine. We saw that and I photographed it from the aeroplane when landing. The plane came in from the sea over into St John's. St John's is behind that bay there, and I photographed that accidentally the other day, the same iceberg. But it's pretty big. From here it looks big, the cliffs are big, massive, but it's pretty big. Not as big as the one that the Titanic hit. They estimate the one that Titanic hit was around 80 foot tall. Cape Spear Lighthouse, I don't really know any history about it, but obviously any lighthouse is there to guide the ships, especially in bad weather, fog, bad seas. Let's have a little look here, see what we can see as some information. Oh, it's a fort as well. It was used as a protection with anti-aircraft guns, just in case the Germans came to Canada, and there's a garrison. This is the first time I've actually been cold. It is the most easterly point, but it is pretty chilly. It's not very warm, it's about 3 or 4 degrees, and my hands are cold. Well, one hand is, it's in my pocket. So here it is, coming up in a moment, the most easterly point of North America, and I will be the most easterly person. So here we are, birds, bergs and whales, Cape Spear. The most easterly point other than that bit there, but no one's here, so without further ado, I am the most easterly person in North America in the world! That's enough of that. Cold. Oh, it is cold. What we've got here then? So this is where the anti guns are. That must be a gun. Yeah, it is a gun. I'll show you the size of this thing. There we go. But Deb's not come out because it's too cold. The guns of Cape Spear. These gun barrels are remains of Cape Spear's wartime armament. They were known as disappearing guns because they could be lowered behind protective concrete parapet for loading and maintenance. In 1896, these 2 guns were installed at Fort Mott on the Delaware River to guard the approaches to Philadelphia. The American government sold them to Canada in 1941 as a part of wartime arms supply agreement. The guns were installed here at Cape Spear in 1941. After the Second World War, the carriages were dismantled and removed from the site. So So if you wanted to come and fuck with Canada, that was the guns they had, and that was facing, as I've said before, the most easterly point in North America. So over there somewhere, hours away, is Great Britain and Ireland. There's another gun. They would have been big guns, wouldn't they? The ready room. So I take it this is where the guides would hang out. And the armour would have been stored somewhere. Well, cool. Right, so look up here, lighthouse in the distance. Now a fellow YouTuber came up these steps. I watched his video. Steve Marsh. We're following in your footsteps, Steve. Steve's from Montrose with his Polish lady, Alicia. Steve Marsh YouTube. Ooh. These boardwalks are everywhere in Canada. Oh, there's Deb somewhere in the car park, overlooking the iceberg, looking for whales. Oh, out of breath. There's the lighthouse. And that is the most easterly point here in Newfoundland, North America. It's windy, it's cold. Let's get back to the car. Wind goes right down the bottom of your lungs. You get that burning sensation in the bottom of your lungs. Cold air, and it is cold. Oh, that's a few steps. Bronco there, but they're the Bronco Sports. They're the little short, small ones. Don't think the roof comes up on them, as is the bigger one. So if you're from Newfoundland, you don't have to have a front number plate. A rear one, yes. This is that Bronco. Keep it warm.
Yeah.
I did have a moment while I was out there saying it is cold.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I did see a massive whale though.
You did,
you
yeah.
Missed it.
Oh, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh well. Did he jump and spin out of the water, did he?
Yeah.
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 Did a little dance for me out there.
Oh, did he?
A little show.
Yeah, they have like little spangled underpants on, did he?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yep.
Right, and kind of misses. Anyway, we're going to have to get something to eat at a diner probably. Or Mary Brown's. In the Bronco, and we're going to put it in. Can we put it? I don't know how to put it in sport mode. But this is non-sport mode, and this is what it sounds like. Ready? It's got some grunt, I tell you. Deb's like, slow down, slow down. got that whir into it. But it sounds like a V6, V8. On the Great Highway of Newfoundland, we have come to the roadside diner known as the Captain's Table. World's best fish and chips since 1988. We'll be the judge of world's best fish and chips since 1988. All right. I will be. Anyway, let's go and have a look.
Condiments and cutlery. Just cutlery. Cutlery. Looking for a table for two?
Yes, please.
Or just give me a minute or two to
No
get
problem.
something wiped down. Just had a couple tables.
We've got English people here that comes. You best make it good. Thank you very much. Thank you.
No problem.
That's a nice little diner, isn't it? A lovely little diner. So we're here at Captain's Table. Captain's Table near Bay Balls here in Newfoundland. So it says world's famous or world's best fish and chips. Fish and chips is a thing here. So we're like, well, we're English, we'll be the judge of that, all right? So anyway, so it's arrived, so let's have a look, see what we've got. There is the old fish and chips. 2 pieces of fish there, that in batter. 2 bits of fish, coleslaw. What was the mustard thing? Is it mustard sauce or something? It said? Got a Corona Zero. Deb's got a, what you got, Deb? Chicken burger. Move the glass, can't see the glass. Deb's got chicken burger, coleslaw, chips. Oh, what's your beer? A Michelob Ultra. I remember Michelob years ago, but yeah, it is nice actually. But Canadian Molson, I think. Anyway, let's scram this off. Cheers all. So how good was your chicken burger and fish and chips?
Very nice. My chicken burger was lovely. Your fish and chips.
So we've ate that, and now she's ordered
Chocolate lava cake and a big fat dollop of ice cream.
Best to eat it then. So much great.
Turn right.
Four-wheel drive setting activated. This is just your average Canadian road. So this is what you need a 4x4. You don't need a 4x4 to come down here, but it helps take up the big wheels and tyres. But inside the Bronco, it's not bad, to be honest. It's quite nice. It's a little bit windy with this removable roof up here. It's like feels like a carbon fibre roof, and it's a little bit blowy on you. A little bit of too much wind noise on the motorway. Oh yeah, here we go. Right, so this is what they call a pond. We'd call it a lake, but they call it a pond. These are everywhere, thousands of them. Some are massive. We still call them ponds. Lakes to them are the Great Lakes. Anyway, there's the bears in these woods. We have grizzly bears around here. We just asked a Canadian couple if bears live in these woods, and she said, not that we know of. That's a good thing. So let's go hiking in Canada, they said, Deb, and then think you get this, like, not an earworm, what's it called, a little thought in your head. You're like, yeah. Bears.
Might see a moose.
Might see a moose. Might see all sorts of things, you don't know. A puddle we can drink out of. No, it's funny, the roads and that are 30 miles an hour everywhere. There seems to be, you know, quite slow driving, but it's good to drive there. Nice Christmas tree. Christmas trees galore. It's a holiday today. It's a Canadian bank holiday. And it's a Canadian bank holiday we've never heard of. It's called Victoria Day, where they celebrate the life of Queen Victoria of England. And they're shocked that we've never heard of it and we don't celebrate it. So we were like, what are you doing for Victoria Day? And we didn't even know it was Victoria Day. So it's a bank holiday, but unlike the UK, all the shops are closed today. So, hence why we thought we'll come out and do the thing that people do when they don't go shopping. Walk in the woods. Have a shit in the woods. You take the high road, and I'll take the low. I'm not going to rush. We're not rushing down here. We're not setting any world records, are we?
What's the song?
What is?
That. I'll get there before you.
Oh, you know the words, do you? You take the high road, and I'll take the low. How does the second verse go?
I'll get there before you.
Oh, you're going to sing it?
No.
Why not?
I won't sing.
Oh, do you not? Not on microphones, anyway. You got your microphone on? Yeah. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Rocky was a moose, wasn't he? Eh? You never had a Rocky and Bullwinkle? Yeah, Rocky and Bullwinkle was a thing. Rocky was a moose. So when we were driving yesterday, there was fences galore to stop moose from running on the highway. And we getting told and signs, slow down, moose alert. And then our Canadian friend Brenda in the back, she was going, be careful of the moose. But we didn't see a moose, so if we do, apparently they wander into the city as well. They can just like wander in. Yeah, yeah. So, you never know, we might see one on the road. But the roads there's no traffic on the roads. But you drive everywhere, seems to drive everywhere at 30, and other than the highway, almost 30 miles an hour, maximum 50, no more than that. But 30, it just seems slow. And I was surprised, but Deb's not surprised, that the roads are actually in quite poor condition, aren't they? I was saying we're glad we got a 4x4. There's quite a lot of potholes here. I don't think the UK's, got anything on what out here has. The highways are fine, but some of the roads in the town, are you better walking on that grass bank there? Are you sure? I don't know how slippy and grippy they are. Don't go slipping and breaking your ankle, but I'm not going to turn the camera off just in case it happens. Deb on a Canadian adventure. We have got insurance, haven't we? Yeah, we were told to get good insurance coming here because healthcare is extraordinarily expensive, even more than the USA. So we don't want to get bitten by bears, and we don't want to be falling over and twisting and breaking our legs, ankles. But for comedy purposes and the YouTube channel views, let's keep the camera rolling. You got anything to say to the viewers at home, Deb?
Yes, like, comment and subscribe.
Like, comment and subscribe. Smash that button. Thank you very much. What, you need grip on your shoes for riding a horse?
Yeah.
Why? Your feet aren't touching the ground?
I got to stay in the stirrups.
Right, okay. I thought you'd drizzle that on your pancakes. Hey? Haha. That's what you said, syrup, didn't you?
Stirrup.
Oh, stirrups. Oh. Okay, down. She's down. Oh. We've got to get feet wet now. No, look, no, you're okay. East Coast Trail. Bloody hell. They like to hike around here, don't they? Gotta get down there. We're like some kind of riverbed, are we? From, like from the snow and all that. Yeah, I know, but look, from up there, that's steep as hell, doesn't it? That looked proper steep, that did. I think that was quite a good way of coming through the moss. Oh. Just be careful again. Just there. Foot there on the route. There we go. Hey, that's all right, Deb, look at that. Hey. Yeah. That was worth coming down to, see that, wasn't it? It was alright, wasn't it, eh? It was well worth it. Who? Yeah, the others had the cameras though, they might be going into the woods or something. You know when they say Canada has spectacular views, Deb? On a scale of 10, what are you saying? Beautiful, isn't it, eh? Camping? I don't live here, camping. I'll be walking the trail, there's a trail that goes around the whole of the island. What? I've seen what? What have I seen? Yeah. You've got to step up, yeah.
Step up?
It's only a few steps, and then you walk through the woods, I think. It's not that bad. Are you moaning on camera?
Yeah,
So we're going across that suspension bridge, and then the steps that go up. There's steps, aren't there? You hope you get up. And then I think you walk through the woods, it says walk to Doctor's Cove. It's not much further than that, and then we'll turn around and come back. Orienteering, that, isn't it? Right, so we're here, crossing the bridge. It just says walk to Doctor's Cove there and then back. Alright, thank you for not, please forget your dog, Sarto, length, difficult, easy. I don't think what fucking medium is then. Oh, it's quite easy, but I don't know about this bit. Hey? So yeah, here it's common to see seals, but knowing our luck, there ain't going to be any here today. But you can imagine seals being here, Dev, and then a couple of killer whales come hunting inland. But it's common. This is what they say. It's common for humpbacks to come in this water. Now, yesterday on the boat, we were coming into bays like this. Now I looked at the radar on the boat and the fish finder and whatever. We were like 12 feet from the edge of the shore. It was 180 feet deep, the water, at one point. So it looks black, so I can see the bottom here, but you're not sure how deep it is out there. But yeah, that was yesterday. So yeah, 180 feet deep and you're only 10 feet from the edge. So yeah, so you can imagine a school little pod of killer whales coming in to hunt for seals, or, but yeah, and then the lumpback, what they're called? Humpback whales come in, chase the small fish, and then next minute a big mouth comes out. You never know if we left the camera rolling. We might be lucky enough, but it's being there at the right time, isn't it? That's the thing. Alright. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that but impressive, that is, isn't it? Take your time, Debian. La Manche Bridge. Waves destroyed the original suspension bridge at La Manche Harbour on the 28th of January 1966. The East Coast Trail Associated erected this bridge in 1999. It was officially opened in June 2000. June. The bridge is dedicated to former residents of La Manche village, many of whom resettled in nearby communities. So what we were told is there was houses here. So people used to live here in little wooden huts years ago, and that's, apparently this was common. We've seen this yesterday on the boat. You may have seen the video. If you haven't, you know, go and have a look at yesterday's video. And yeah, so these were rehomed, resettled at other places, and now they're just trails for us to enjoy. But yeah, absolutely stunning. Exactly what you think, or you've seen Canada, a trail in Canada looks like. This is exactly what you would think. Picture perfect trail. We've got a warning here. Attention! Deteriorated trail structure next 300 metres. Remember, this is an easy trail, Deb. You okay? It's all right when you're young, isn't it, eh? Oh shit. That was interesting. Oof.
You said the dog wasn't very friendly.
No, he's a German Shepherd. Not saying German Shepherds are unfriendly. I'm not. No, I know you did. Well, that's been repaired, isn't it? It's a nice cut's been put in that for a bit of grip. Oh well, this blows the cobwebs out. Not that we were drinking yesterday. Well, you did. You had that large. Oh. No, Deb asked that we went to a restaurant called Kelsey's yesterday, and it was very nice. The menu was fantastic. Anyway, she came over and said, "Hey, can I get you some drinks?" And Deb went, "Oh, can I have half a lager?" She just got a confused face back at her. She didn't know what half a lager was. Half of what? Half strength, half. So we had to ask for a small glass, a small beer, a small Molson beer. Anyway, when this small beer came out, was it 10 ounces? Was that 500 mil? 500 mils we worked it out at 400 and something mil, 97 mil. That's what it was. So it was equivalent to half a litre. That was the small one. It was $5, $4.99.
Yeah.
So there's nearly $2 Canadian per pound. So it was about roughly £2.60 for this almost pint of beer. So good value. And the food, mine was 24, I think, so about £12.50 for a pork schnitzel with fries. And Deb's was chicken macaroni and cheese. Chicken macaroni and cheese. Was it 18, I think? Yeah. 18, I think Deb's was, so about £9.50. Good value, to be honest. So 2 courses. We had a starter, we had drinks, 2 main meals, and it cost us, with a tip, it was 40. I think it was £48. So it's pretty good value, to be honest. Let's have a look at the sea here a minute. Back to the suspension bridge where we've just come. And yeah, so these people lived in these rock coves here. They had little houses apparently on the top there, and over there was a house as well. And then people just had a boat, and they just lived off the land. They didn't live off the land. They did live off the land, as in the sea, and obviously fishing, and that was their history. But a simple life. The guy on the boat said it's not an idyllic life. People think, oh, the simple life, idyllic life, a hard life, and especially a hard life in conditions as this gets. 8 foot of snowfall in the winter. freezing cold conditions down to minus 20. What did she say yesterday, the coldest she's ever seen? Minus 50.
Yeah.
Minus 50 degrees Celsius. Just imagine that. Anyway, Joe, wouldn't it be ironic if we bloody saw a whale now? A whale popped its head up here, with its tail. The irony of we pay for a boat, which I didn't think the boat was that bad. It was £60 per person. And for 2 hours on a boat, and it was like a jet boat thing. I thought it was good value. They gave us.
It was amazing fun.
It was good fun. Yeah, you really enjoyed it, didn't you?
Good fun.
What was it?
Good fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whizzing in and out the rocks and the coves and in the caves.
Big wave.
You saw a big whale, did you? Iceberg. Oh, big waves, yeah. Deb really enjoyed it. I didn't think Deb would enjoy it, but she really enjoyed. Oh, that was bears then. I thought they were grizzly bears then. I heard this rumbling going. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Wait. Right. Little nut hatch? Is that a nut hatch? Look like a nut hatch. Not that I'm any expert in bird watching, Deb. The only bird watching doing is watching you walk along this trail, looking your bum. There we go. I think that's Doctor's Cove. All right. So this is the village was called La Manche. The Manche, the channel, the sea. So as I said earlier, we've learnt that the La Manche was the settlement here in the 50s and 60s where people lived. Obviously not anymore. No rush. So this looks newly constructed. It's bloody steep, I know that. Oof. Got me second wind then. He's motoring. He's motoring up the top. That is steep, isn't it? Yeah. Onwards and upwards. Just mind your footing. So these are the old houses of La Manche village, where the settlers, well, they could have been wooden, couldn't they, with brick base, so that's all that's left. So you think people lived remotely and rurally out of this position here, okay?
In the middle of winter.
In the middle of winter, yeah. Make it moonshine! I know the Canadians aren't hillbillies or whatever, you know, like USA, but you imagine a bit like Deliverance sort of thing. And, yeah. Hey, squeal piggy! That's what you think of, sort of, you know. And it's North America. Right, let's get back up this trail. Go, Deb. We came this way. We didn't walk up. We didn't walk up that riverbed thing. So, just some thoughts on Canada. Our friend yesterday, Brenda, she lives in a small house in a place called Bell Island, a little island off the coast of mainland Newfoundland, which we're going to go to tomorrow. We were talking about costs of the UK against the cost of living in Canada. We told her how much her council tax is, road tax, electricity, gas, and she said, do you pay all those bills separately? So we said, yeah, £300 a month for council tax, £150 a month for gas and electricity, £180 for water every 3 months. Road tax as well come into it, didn't it? Road tax, she said, we don't pay road tax, that's included in our house tax. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, yeah, sorry, just letting those people walk by. So road tax, she said we don't pay road tax, that comes in with the house taxes. So all those taxes are rolled into a house tax in Canada. Depending on the size of your house and how much your house is worth. She lives on her own, probably got a 2-bedroomed, let's say bungalow style house with a garden. She's got a deck. She said she pays all in all every year 1,400 Canadian dollars. That's about 750, let's call it £800. 800 quid for all your taxes. Road tax, council tax, gas, electricity, council tax. Yeah.
Sure she said electric.
Oh no, she said no. She said electric.
It's not.
That's right. No, not electric. Not electric. She pays electric, but she told us how much the electric was actually. I can't remember how much it was, but it was cheaper. So vast difference between living in the UK to living here in Canada or in the province of Newfoundland. I can't talk of all of Canada because probably like most of North America, it's split up into districts and they all have their own rules and regulations. Thoughts and rumblings on living in Canada. Not too far to go now. Getting there. If you do come this way on the East Coast Trail, make sure you bring some decent shoes. Don't try and do it in your Crocs. Hi guys.
Hello.
Listen. Listen. What can you hear?
Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that brings us nearly to the end of our East Trail hike here in Canada. Hope you've enjoyed the scenery as much as we did. And on that, if you could just do us a big favour.
Like, comment and subscribe.
Thanks guys. Like, comment, subscribe, that's the most important thing. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Oh, and that's us. BATB, Deb. There we go. East Coast Trail, the Manche Village Trail. Done. Completed it, mate. BATB, what's that mean? Do you know what BATB means? You don't? It means back at the Bronco. Anyway, that is us finished. Bags coming off the backs, coats off, back in the car. Probably gonna get something to eat. Thanks very much. Peace out.